Greetings of the day. Welcome to another session of Multimedia Technologies. My name is Mohammad Rahmat Ali. In today's session, we are going to learn about the digitization of sound. But before we start our today's topic, let me revise what are the things that we have studied in the previous session. In the previous session, we studied about the HD TV, we studied about the analog video, we studied about the digital video, and also we have seen the comparative difference between audio and video. In today's session, we are going to study about the sound. Sound is one of the means of communication, and it's a means of communicating with one to another. This communication can be with reference to the sound. This communication can be with reference to the Morse code. This communication can be with reference to any of the internal codes that is being set between among two people or many among many people. Now, what actually is sound? Sound is a continuous wave which hits our eardrum and it reflects back. Then it creates some of the noise which our brain understands and it reflects the same thing. Now, sound quality depends on the distance and the environment in which you are listening to that particular sound. Now, this sound can be with reference to the environment in which it is been produced or how the sound is being produced. Now, human has a tendency of hearing some decibels of sound in between. Like human can only hear with reference to some decibels, like for example 20 decibels to 200 decibels. This is a range of human sound. If at all the sound is more than 200 decibels, then our eardrum will not consider it and our eardrum will get damaged. If the sound is below 20 decibels, we will not be able to hear that particular sound. That's only the reason we will be amplifying the sound so that many of the people can hear the sound. That's only the reason we'll be using amplifiers. If at all somebody is speaking from a mic and the whole of the society or whole of the ground or whole of the stadium is able to listen to that particular sound, or else that particular sound will be a third party sound which neither the stadium people will be listening nor the audience will be listening. That particular sound will be for the third party. For an example, with reference to the cricket commentary that you hear, that cricket commentary will be for the third party, neither for the audience not for the people who are playing the match. It will be for the third party. Now, what do you mean by the digitization of the sound? Digitization of the sound in the sense the sound that we produce is an analog sound. The sound that we produce is an analog sound. This analog sound should be converted into some of the ways so that that can be stored and that can be made as a sequence. For an example, if at all if you have ever tried, I don't know, that the sound of an old lady, and also with reference to the different mobile application that is been used to speak like an old lady or old man or as a police officer or in somebody's voice, how it is been done? This has been done with reference to the digitization of the sound. What do you mean by digitization of sound? The analog signal which is coming from the human or any of the place will be demodulated into digital form. Now, what do we analog? Analog will be having a wave, whereas digital will be having zero or one type of wave, one or zero, one or zero. Whereas in analog wave, the wave will be having some of the values between 0 and 1. Now, what is been said over here? Sound is a continuous wave that travels through the air. The wave is made up of pressure differences. Now, sound is detected by measuring the pressure level at the location. Now, if at all if you are, like if at all if you have observed this, if at all if you are in an open ground and there is some sound coming, at some instance the sound will be very loud, at some instance the sound will be very low. How it is been done? Like how it is been fluctuating with reference to the voice. It is been fluctuating only with reference to the air pressure. If at all there is a lot of air pressure coming from one direction and the sound is coming from the same direction, then you will be able to hear the sound very much clearly. Though you are near to that particular place and the air pressure is opposite to the direction, you may not be able to hear that particular sound. Why? Because the pressure of the sound is very much different and the way of medium of travel is in opposite direction. Now the next one, it says sound wave have normal wave properties like reflection, refraction and diffraction, etc. Now this is the effect is showing the human ear detecting the sound. The way I am speaking, you are able to hear it. If at all the mic is not working properly, and if at all if I am saying something, if at all if you are not able to hear it, then also it is like, though the video is going on, you will not be able to understand what the person is trying to say. The next one is with reference to the wave characteristics. Now with reference to the frequency, which represents the number of periods in a second and is measured in hertz, now or cycle per second, which is human hearing frequency ranges from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, or in audio. Now with reference to the amplitude, the first one was with reference to the frequency, which is 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Now with reference to the amplitude is measured the measure of displacement of the air pressure wave from its mean. It means related to but not the same as loudness. Okay, now what do you mean by this amplitude? In the sense, the medium by which you are able to hear that particular sound. Okay, that is what we call as the amplitude. The next one is with reference to the principle of digitization. Now what is the principle of digitization? Why digitize? Microphones, video cameras produce analog signal which are continuous valuated voltages, and also to store audio or video data into a computer, we must digitize it by converting into a stream of numbers. So this is how it is being represented with reference to the sound as analog signal. The sound is represented with reference to the analog signal. Now the next one is with reference to the sampling. Now what do you mean by sampling? Sampling is a medium in which we will be dividing the time into some time axis, or you can say in time, or you can say in time samples, in which you will be able to hear that particular sound. I can give you the best example with reference to, if at all if you have ever heard the microphone hearings, or if at all if you have heard any of the conversation on radio, how it will be coming? It will be coming in some of the clusters, in the sense the sound will be coming and it will be down for some second, again it will be up. So that is what we call as sampling, dividing the horizontal axis or time into discrete pieces. That is what we call as sampling. Now the next one is with reference to the quantization, which is divide the vertical axis, the signal strength voltage into pieces. For example, 8-bit quantization divides the vertical axis into 256 level, which is 16-bit gives you 65536 level. Lower the quantization, lower the quality of the sound. Now you can best understand this particular thing with reference to the radio sound that it comes. At some instance, if you are in a good signal area, you will be able to hear the sound, like if at all the signal channel is approximately about 100.0, for example. If at all if you are at 99.9 also, you will be able to get a good signal. Whereas if at all if you are at a very low frequency area, if at all if you are set the channel to 100.0 also, then also you will not be able to hear the signal properly. Okay, this is with reference to the quantization. The next one is with reference to the linear versus non-linear quantization. Now what is this? This is like, if the scale used for the vertical axis is linear, we say it linear quantization. If it's logarithmic, or then we call it as non-linear, which is pi law or a law in Euro. The non-linear scale is used because small amplitude signals are more likely to occur than large amplitude signals, and they are less likely to make or mask any noise. Okay, This was with reference to the linear and non-linear quantization. Now we are seeing, like, now we'll directly see what actually is digitization of sound. Digitization is a process of converting the analog signal to digital signal. There are three steps of digitization of sound that we are going to see in the next slide. If at all, if you see, this is an analog signal. This represents an analog signal. If at all, if you observe it over here, see, here the sound is coming and the sound is going. Like, if at all, if you see, at some instance the voice and modulation and amplitude will be increasing, at some instance it will be decreasing, again it will be increasing and decreasing with reference to the time. So this is with reference to the analog signal. Now what is the thing that we are going to do in this we are going to do, the first thing is with reference to the sampling. Now what is sampling? Sampling is the process of measuring air pressure amplitude at equally spaced movements in time, where each measurement constitutes a sample. Like, this is a common term that is being used. This has been said with reference to the what you call as sound quality. Also, if at all, if I say I want to check that sample of students, this sample of students can be any group with reference to major group, minor group, with reference to the section A, with reference to section B, or this can be with reference to the whole of the CSE department. This can be with reference to first year, second year, third year. In a sense, I am dividing that particular thing in a particular limited thing. That is what we call as a sample or sampling. A sampling rate is the number of times the analog sound is taken per second. A higher sampling rate implies that more samples are taken during the given time interval, and ultimately the quality of reconstruction is better. Further, the sampling rate is measured in terms of hertz, Hz in short, which is the term for cycle per second. Okay, a sampling rate of 5000 hertz or 5 kilohertz, which is more common usage, implies that sampling rate most often used in multimedia are 44.1 kilohertz, which is the CD quality, 22.05 kilohertz and 11.025 kilohertz. So this is with reference to the sampling. The next one is with reference to the quantization. Now what do you mean by this quantization? Quantization is the process of representing the amplitude of each sample as integer or numbers. Now the next one, it says how many numbers are used to represent the value of each sample, known as sample size or bit depth or resolution. Commonly used sample size are either 8-bit or 16 bits. Further, the larger the sample size, the more accurate the data describes the recorded sound. Next, further it says a 8-bit or an 8-bit sample size provide 256 equal measurement unit to describe the level and frequency of sound in this slice of time. Further, a 16-bit sample size provides 65,536 equal unit to describe the sound in that sample slice of time. Now, the value of each sample is rounded off to the nearest integer, which is the quantization, and if the amplitude is greater than the intervals available, clipping of the top and bottom of the wave occurs. So this is with reference to the quantization. And the third one is with reference to the encoding. Now what is encoding? Encoding converts the integer base 10 number to base 2, that is binary number. The output of a binary expression in which each bit is either 1, which is plus, or 0, which is no plus. Analog signal is being converted to a digital signal. If at all, if you see over here, this analog signal is being converted to 1 or 0. The 1 means up and 0 means no up. 1 means plus, 0 means no plus. So this is with reference to the encoding. Now, quantization of audio, this is the thing that we are going to see in the next session. I hope you understood something from today's session. If at all, if you have any doubt with reference to today's session, please ping me at rahmat_ali to you@yahoo.com. or we can have a doubt clarification session soon or in the coming session. See you in the next class. Thank you for joining.